know y'all just didn't do what y'all need to do?
Yeah, I mean, we had 17 more shots to them, 17 offensive rebounds, shot 38%. You know, they play with some physicality, but we had tons of great looks. We had layups at the rim. We had wide open threes. You know, it's going to happen sometimes, 2 games in a row. You know, it's good to reset, takes the next 2 days and head back out west.
How do you think Ja played in his return?
Yeah, I thought Ja was good. His conditioning looked good. You know, obviously we played him in short spurts to let him go out there and play super aggressive, but I thought he looked good. You know, just trying to get back, you know, read his teammates and all that stuff. You know, it's been a minute since he's played 5-on-5 basketball, but really liked what I did. And I thought, you know, his defensive effort was pretty solid throughout the night as well.
Taylor, how long do you, I mean, when guys miss time, obviously there's going to be some adjustment on the court. How much do you think that's going to, you know, how long is that it's going to take for these guys? They haven't played with John almost a month.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, hopefully it's shorter rather than longer. I expect that to be the case. Obviously, he's played a whole lot with these guys. I know it's been a minute since he's played with them, but I expect him, you know, in the group to come out. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of games in the next like 5 days. We got like one in the next 5, but each game's an opportunity for these guys to continue to learn and grasp each other, and they always do a great job of that.
So now 2 of your next 3 are against very, very good basketball teams. Do you expect that this Christmas road trip is going to be a good test after playing really well and then dropping a couple?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a great test. Obviously, the Warriors are playing at a high level. You know, we had a competitive game against the Kings as well, and then the Suns are obviously playing at a really high level. So, anytime you go on the road, it's going to be a challenge. Obviously, we're familiar with the Warriors and how tough of a test that's going to be. Hopefully, these 2 days we're able to freshen up, go out there, and luckily our guys have been playing really well on the road. So, just take it one day at a time. One challenge at a time. But this is going to be a great test for us.
Another back-to-back coming up after you just get this one where you're coming off a West Coast trip, and then you get the second night tonight. And with this back-to-back coming up on the West Coast trip, just what are the keys to making sure the guys stay fresh for that second night? Because you around the league you see a lot of shooting problems on the second night. Often, just what are the keys to be fresh? And how do you think like this back-to-back will help?
Yeah, I think it's just a totality of just taking it one day at a time and understanding the longevity of the season, the longevity of the week ahead, when back-to-backs are there. But, sometimes, you even have more juice than the other team on a second night of a back-to-back. So for us, it's just one day at a time. Got to focus on winning that first game of the back-to-back, do whatever it takes to win. And then you turn the page and try to recover as best as possible. And all the days leading up to that, you're just managing it just from one game to the next, honestly.
With Ja playing the short burst, was that part of the plan to kind of ease his way in? Was there like a minutes limit or anything, or was that just the plan to kind of bring him along?
Yeah, there's definitely a minute recommendation, trying to be smart. He's been out for a few weeks here. Obviously, he's been normally playing in the mid 30s, but we'll have an on ramp getting to that point. But just trying to be able to have him start the game, finish halves, finish the game. The best option was to do that. And obviously with Tyus out, just trying to juggle, just one point guard lineups and then kind of point guard by combination. So we'll see how he responds over the next 2 days. And, we may have adjustments to our rotation on Thursday night, but not sure yet.
Taylor, you'll hear that basketball, I guess, changes around Christmas time. Like the games really pick up and it changes. Is that just a myth, or is this a part of the year where teams are really starting to, I guess, hit their stride and the games become a little bit different?
Haven't heard that before, so that's the first time I've heard it. Obviously I think the holidays, I've seen it go a lot of different ways. Some teams play great and some teams play horribly around the holidays because you're juggling a lot. But I don't look into that much. We obviously are coming off of 2 losses here. We got to regroup, keep our spirits up, and hopefully there's a little holiday juice out there. But we don't really talk about that much.
Hey, Coach, since I'm not going to see you before Christmas, what's in the stuff or your stocking this year?
Honestly, we kept it pretty light as a family. We're actually giving back more to the community just for our kids. So, I don't anticipate getting anything other than the big hugs and kisses from my wife and my kids this holiday season. So I wish everyone, obviously in this room, in Memphis, worldwide, but all our supporters of the Grizzlies to have a great holiday season. A lot of people are struggling right now, of course. So just giving to others and, whether it's thoughts and prayers and time or objects, whatever it is, we definitely got to be, making sure we're rallying around each other against this time of year.
All right. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everybody. Yep.